Hey folks, Sylvia's here. I'm on FTL. Last time I finished my nice and successful run with the Stealth A, the Necessio. In my last two videos or so, I asked if anybody had an idea on which ship I should use. I didn't give anybody really enough time to respond before I started this one, considering that I'm starting this one, I think, like, maybe 30 minutes after I put the first one of those videos I just spoke of, and the other one isn't even on YouTube yet. So, sorry. However, if anybody has an opinion on what I should do for the next run, I will listen to it. In fact, you know, somebody suggested I use the Stealth Cruiser, and I did. So right now I'm debating between the Kestrel here, the Cernkov, and the Shivan and the Bulwark. Now, let me tell you something. Real quick, the first one I'm dropping out of the running is the Cernkov. I already did 2 runs with this, and while I do absolutely love this ship, I don't want to do a 3rd run with this ship this soon. I have other things that I could consider using, and I haven't touched on the Mantis or the Lannis cruisers or anything like that. So that leaves me with the Shivan, which I also used before and had difficulties with because of how slow and difficult this weapon is to use. That brings us to the Bulwark, which I actually just tried to make this video with, and I hated this ship with a passion. I can't imagine I'm ever going to be able to use this ship. So, here we are with the Kestrel. I'm doing it. Alright, well, I don't want to produce anything. Although I do want to see what I can produce. Oh, I can just do it for free? Nice. Alright, load up. What are my weapons here? An outdated Periton missile. Fires 2 projectiles for the cost of 1. 14-second charge down because of the negative effect of outdated. Quality dual-shot laser, just overall better stats. Which means less charge time, and better chance of, like, fire and all that jazz, I suppose. So this is not a bad loadout of weapons. This is an unfortunately kind of crappy sector to start in now. I mean, I almost don't even have to really use the missile weapons. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna conserve ammo as much as I can whenever I can. So, here we are. Actually, this dual laser's pretty solid. And I'm really glad that I switched the positioning of those 2. Really glad. They won't let me do that, will they? I'll give them the 5 misses. Upgraded my reactor by 1. Alright, worth it, I suppose. One of the things that's nice about FTL Advanced Edition over the, you know, before the... What was Advanced Edition even called? It wasn't a DLC. At least I don't think it was. Maybe it is a DLC. Yeah, it's a DLC. All for your services. Yeah, I'm not properly equipped. Is that in the original game, each time you started a new run, all of your people would be, you know, up here, and you'd have to manually move them. And it's nice now that they all start in rooms. You know, up yours. Oh, you know what? I should really have somebody go repair that sooner rather than later. And that's on fire. Well, the ship does have a clone bay, so... Or, I'm sorry, a med bay, so I guess it's not all that bad. Could you repair a little bit faster, though, dude? Oh, my shield room's on fire. Jesus. Dude, can, like, everything just not suck Alright, I'm just gonna restart here real quick. Because that was just like a massive series of suck right there. Yeah, you got nothing interesting to say. What else is new? I would just, you know, like, it would make me really happy if the worst things didn't just consistently happen. And there was an event with nothing happening. Alright. Got more fuel. Great. Alright, let's load my weapons up. I just would really... It would make me really, really happy if the... Ah, come on. There we go. I didn't want to have to double back for the store, but I don't have anything to buy or sell at the store right now. And it's the first thing that's decided to do, self-destruct, really? It's the first thing it's decided to do? Good. Good that I missed. Good that I keep missing. I can't think of a reason why I shouldn't just miss every single attack. On a wrecked auto thing in the first sector, I just missed 50% of my shots. 50% of my shots. Just stop and think about that for a second. The first couple of sectors, especially with the infinite add-on, are just the absolute worst. It's a large period of time until you can okay. Yeah, it's a large period of time until you can get your hands on something that's actually like relevant. Everything about it sucks. I would have liked to have done a little bit more there, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, you know, because of the huge amount of like randomness and the different weapons and things that you can find. It's just, it's a like struggle to not get shot with all the missiles. Yeah, it's just a struggle to get your hands on good equipment. It's a struggle to not get, like, you know, messed up at the beginning. You can't upgrade your shields for forever. The first, like, 2 sectors are just so incredibly rough. So incredibly rough. Did I just jump from one pulsar into another pulsar? I'm glad I didn't wait the, like, 1 second for that to not wreck me. Yeah. Why was he able to get his weapons online before me? Please miss. Please miss. Or not. Whatever. You know... Alright. I've taken so much damage and done literally nothing productive so far. And because I don't have my shields up, I'm just getting direct pulsar effect left and right in my weapons room, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Alright, I would like to shoot them before they get their stupid weapon systems repaired. Oh good, now you're trying to run away. Well, up yours! Is what I gotta say about that. 1, 1, and 8? No, just die. Just die. I would like you to die. A horrific, painful, explosive death. 2, 1, and 18. I'm glad I decided not to accept that surrender. Because it was definitely in my best interest not to. That weapon is gonna go straight through my shields. And the cloak was particularly awesome, because it gave him a full opportunity to get that weapon straight into me, through my shields. Alright, at least I got that weapon offline. Can we repair that? Alright. Good. Meh. All I can think to myself is how that wouldn't have happened. Ah, God. Yeah, we'll just go with it. Whatever. Well, at least I'm not going to eat the missile. Thank God for that, you know? Thank God for the small things. No. Although 3 fuel would have been kind of nice to have, but no. I really want to get rid of this crappy missile weapon. I still have the bad memory of the of the missile weapons from the Bulwark run that I just tried to start. I don't know, wait it out. Oh, God. I would like to meet the person who was like, we should, in our game, like, you know, they're sitting around the table, they're designing a game, right? And they're like, wait, alright guys, hold on, I got an idea. What if we make events pop up in the game that you have no control over? You can only, your 2 options are, don't do anything, or randomly generate a number, and if the number's, I don't know, odd, you can get a bonus, but if the number's even, you'll just get various forms of negatives. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, if your only other option was just not to play the game, right? And we'll put that in our, like, long, drawn-out game that's just a giant pile of these various events. Like, yeah, because that's all this game is. It's just events. Some of them are combat events, but some of them are choice events. So we'll put these choice events, which you really have to say yes to, because you always have to try to get as much scrap as you can. There's no option where it's like, you know, risk a lot but gain a lot, or risk a little and gain a little. They're all just do absolutely nothing and waste 1 fuel. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Give up 1 fuel and make the Rebel fleet advance once. Or gamble. And in this case, my gamble was damage to my ship and the death of one of my people. Like, I'd love to be there for that conversation where they were, like, discussing this, because it makes literally no sense to me. None whatsoever. I cannot comprehend that conversation. Like, why would anybody have thought that was a good idea? That's, like, specifically the thing that, not just in video games, but, like, in the real world, that people hate. People hate the idea of having control taken from them. You know, that's why prison, for example, is like a punishment, and not, you know, a reward. Because you lose control of your life when you're sent to prison. Your actions, what you do, you lose control of. That's why, like, slavery is bad, and all these other things are unpleasant and bad. Because people hate not being in control of their own destiny. So I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to take away my control and just be like, your fate is at the whims of dice right now. It was a horrible idea. Also, I would just like to, like, comment. This is amazing. I've missed 50% of the shots again. It's impossible that this thing can have a 50% evade chance in the first sector. It's impossible. There is no way the ship has a 50% chance of evade. I'm gonna... I can't even run away. I can't even run away. And without shields, I'm just gonna keep eating it. I hate this game. Oh, God. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I just... And I keep missing. Now, how many times are we gonna sit here and just miss every single attack on the ship? I'm just like, oh my god. This is like a joke. That quality dual laser is actually like a surprisingly good weapon. And the fact that I'm like halfway through Sector 1, and this is the state of my ship right now. My life support's below 40. I've got 3 systems that are down. I've got that much hull points. It's absurd that I'm at this point. I don't know what to make of it. And I know, like, there's basically, like, a correct style of play here. I can't imagine that, like, if anybody watches this video is gonna be like, oh, well, I mean, you're doing it wrong. You know, like, if I was trying to, like, break through their shields to shoot down their, like, I don't know, the enemy oxygen system first or something like that, and I started every fight with that, then somebody could, like, look at what I'm doing and be like, well, obviously the reason why you're losing is because you're an idiot and you're fighting wrong. Knock out their shields first, and then take out their weapon system. Or take out their weapon systems first. Come on, people. You know how to do this. Like, nobody can look at what I'm doing and being like, oh, Sylvius is doing that all sorts of wrong. That's why he's having such a hard time. So, if I'm not screwing up somehow, then that means I'm just failing at the dice rolls non-stop. So, like, each time they're like, is this shot gonna hit you? Roll dice. It rolls positive. I get hit. I'm gonna just accept their bribe. So yeah, am I just getting horrible dice rolls? Or am I being matched up with enemies that are just an amazingly good combo for me? I don't know. Hail the ship. Dock with the ship. I'm gonna buy that for 25 scrap, because it seems like it's probably worth more than 25 scrap. And there's a store over there, assuming I survived to get to it. Destroy them, they're just pirates. Screw you guys. I mean, it's not like I was gonna go with the other option. The other option's probably gonna make my ship explode. I'll buy 1 fuel. Can never have too much fuel. See, and like, the biggest annoyance with this situation I have here right now is like, okay, the repairs when I get to the store are probably gonna cost me, let's just say, like, hypothetically, like 60 scrap or something like that. So, like, in the long run... Oh, God, dude. You know... So yeah, in the long run, I'm gonna, like, I've profited. Although, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? I will just miss absolutely every single shot. God! Yeah, because, you know what? I hate this game. I really hate this game. Okay, so just to continue what I was complaining about. So, am I just matching up with enemies that have the worst ships? Or is, like, the way things are working out just working out in the worst way possible? Like, I noticed he fired his, that gun right there. I forget what it's called. I want to say, like, a chain something. But he fired that gun, and it hit me, like, a split second before my shield came back on from the ion. If he had fired that gun a half a second slower, my shield would have been up, and I would have taken at least 1 point of damage less. And then by the time this came in, my shield just barely managed to get up in time, so he could knock the shield down again, preventing this shot from, like, hitting an empty room and doing nothing, or, you know, hitting my door control and essentially doing nothing. That whole fight was like a perfect juggling balancing act, where everything was hitting me at the absolute worst times imaginable. Then on top of that, like, was this just a particularly bad setup of weapons? How is he able to power both of these weapons? That's 2 power. That's gotta be more than 1 power. And a shield bubble. And still have a chance of dodging. Because I missed him, like, what, twice out of the 6 times I shot at him or something like that? I didn't have enough power to keep... I had, what, 4 power available to me? Or maybe 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 power available to me. How did he manage to keep shields, 2 weapons, and a dodge chance up? Or, if he also, let's say, hold on, let's just say hypothetically this ion weapon was only 1 power. So it's 3 power for those 2 things. 2 for the shields. So that's 5 total, and then 1 for his, like, engines. So he had 6 power. So somehow he had more power than me for being an auto interceptor. But let's just say he had 6 power. With a 6 power and unmanned, he should have an evade chance of no more than 10. How did I keep missing him? How did I keep missing him? It boggles my mind. Boggles it. I'm gonna make another video because this was crap. But I'll finish this one and start another recording.